What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. Today is a chilly morning, and our first job today, well, actually our only job today, is this giant Ford truck. So this is actually a regular customer of ours, and we've done this truck once before a few months ago. The exterior is usually pretty bad on it because of what he does for work. The interior, not as bad. So we're not going to show much on the interior at all, but we're definitely going to show you how we clean up the exterior. We're going to be using a new product as well, a new to us product, the Adams Polishers CS3. So we're going to protect the paint with that, and let's go through the wash process. We are now degreasing, so we're hitting all the tires, the wheel wells, all the nasty areas first. We're just using super clean diluted 4:1. We're going to rinse everything and APC rinse everything. That just means using an APC or the super clean to get all of the grime off the paint first before we do any contact washing. We may not need to clay it because, again, it was clay barred just a few months ago. And let's get started. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. And if you're interested in any of the products that we are going to be using in today's video, then check them out down below. If you are interested in some new stuff or things you haven't tried before, then definitely check them out. If you already have your process dialed in, then just enjoy the video. So now that the pre-wash phase is done, all the rinsing, APC rinsing is finished, you saw how much it took off the paint. So all the dirt and grime and all that heavy, dirt and particles are off the paint. Now we're going to snow foam it and wash it with the foam. I don't really consider it snow foaming. It's just foaming up and using the shampoo on the paint to wash the vehicle. We're going to be using Enzo Polaris. This is considered their snow foam. They also have a pure shampoo, but this stuff cleans really well. It's nice and slick, so we're going to use it as our shampoo. So the truck is now washed, and we didn't really need a clay bar because it was still pretty smooth, but it does have a little bit of tar down here. So we're going to use some CarPro Tar X and spray some of the bottom portions here that need it the most. You can already see the tar starting to dissolve. So that's a good sign. Let it dwell for a little bit. And then you can come back and wipe it off with a nice clean towel. This truck is a beast. This is how much room I have in the back. This is how much room I have in the front. This thing is ginormous. But we had to pull it in because I was chilly. It's cold out there. So all the interior is done. I just showed you a little bit of the interior. I figured I would because I want to show you that new Jax Wax product, the total interior. It's sitting over there on the shelf. And that stuff is really nice. It does clean the interior really well. Not made for carpets or anything like that. It's made more for plastics and leather and rubber and things like that for the interior. But I think it cleans well. It smells really nice. And kind of used it as like a quick interior detailer. So I wanted to use the new Jax Wax Total Interior. So this we actually received in a box, a subscription box, the glove box. So now we get one of these a month. If you want to get your hands on, the glove box subscription packs, you can check out the links down below. But you get full bottles, 16-ounce bottles, sometimes 12, depending on the type of product that it is, like spray sealants and things like that. But this all came in one box, which is awesome. So you can check out the video that I'll put up there in the card for that as well. I got that on a weekend wash. So this total interior is designed for leather, plastic, interior panels, not carpet or fabric or anything like that. But it is designed for the rest of the interior. It does have an odor encapsulating technology in it that is supposed to kind of help with odors, which is nice. So this stuff worked really well on the interior. But now with the truck pulled in, man, this thing is huge. Look how much room I have. I have barely any room to walk around it. But it's in here, and at least it's warming up a little bit. So we're going to apply the Adams CS3. Now we've detailed this thing, like I said, a couple of months ago. We only needed to use a little bit of tar and a little bit of clay barring down in the bottom panels. The rest of it is in decent condition, but it definitely is lacking some protection. It's gone already. He uses this as a work truck, daily driver, so it sees a lot of grime and junk from the road. So we're going to test this out, first time using it, see how this stuff works. And again, as you notice, the APC rinse and degreasing really cleaned the paint well before we even contact washed it. And we only use super clean on the tires. It's a little grungy right there, but that's okay. We can clean that just because that was on the bottom there. And yes, I know you can roll the vehicle back, clean it, roll it forward. Sometimes you don't always have time for that. We'll just clean it once it gets in here. But the wheels really cleaned up well. And we only used the shampoo, which was the Polaris Snow Foam from Enzo. So all the trim has been protected. We use the Stoner's Trim Shine on all rubber and plastic components, so they look really great. So the only thing we have to do left So the only thing left is the paint, tires, spruce up the wheels a little bit, and hit all of the glass. So let's get to using the CS3 from Adams. Now, first time using it, I've never used any of Adams Polishes stuff. I don't know why, I don't know, there's so many products out there, some I just haven't tried. But let's shake up the product, and we will use a nice fluffy towel. I'm gonna spray it onto the towel first, and then we'll see, I might apply it onto the paint as well. And I am just applying it as even as I can, and then flip the towel over. Might need 2 towels for this, and you can use an applicator if you want. Wow, but after flipping the towel over, instantly I feel how slick it is.
It smells awesome.
Yeah, it does. It smells really good.
Like, is it the pina colada stuff?
No, it's something else. It smells really good.
Do you like the fluffy towel?
Yeah, it actually is working well. I just might need a second one to wipe after. But feel that.
Ooh.
How's that feel?
Super slick.
So, initial thoughts on it is application, super easy. Again, white truck, inside a controlled area. We'll play around with this in the summer, see how it works on hot panels. But so far, really nice. So here, you want to try?
Yeah. I'm going to spray it onto the paint.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, once you flip the towel, the slickness
Yeah,
really comes
nice.
through. It's awesome. So with a product like this, you can really fly around the vehicle, get everything protected really quick. So great for maintenance and even standalone protection. Wow, yeah, it is just so slick. I didn't do anything up here, and I can feel this is a little grabby, and this is nice and slick. So for the windshield, I'm actually using something interesting. It's a new product from AM Details. Well, it's just a new scented and colored product. It's their quick detailer, but it's their cinnamon festive detailer. So I don't know if they'll still have this in stock as kind of a limited edition, but you can use it on the paint, glass, everything. So I'm using it on the glass, and it does a really good job. It cleans well, and it'll leave protection behind that should get you at least a month on the windshield. And it's just so easy to apply. Then after your initial wash to maintain the vehicle, just spray this all over the vehicle, paint, plastic, glass, everything. It smells so good. Nice job, Alan. Love this stuff. You can pick it up at Car Supplies Warehouse. So that looks really nice. And I know, let it soak in into the rubber, and then I'll knock it down a little further so it's not as shiny. But same with the wheel wells, you can spray it in there and make them look really nice and dark and rich. And the wheels look great. So last but not least, these tailpipes. I think they will clean up really nice. We got some heavy tar buildup in there, so let's remove that. I did pick up some Citrol, so let's see how well that does. Actually, let's just spray it on the outside too and clean this up really well. If you need a little bit of help with this giant chunk of tar and things like this, then you can use these plastic razor blades. We don't have to worry too much because it's on the inside of the tailpipe here. Let's have this eat away at this tar. Good, it's doing its job. That's as far as we need to go. And let's polish the rest with some Renegade Pipe Dream. This is great for chrome, and it will polish, condition it, and it does have some protection built in also. So I'm just using super fine steel wool. There, much better. So the truck is done. We just pulled it out because I needed some room in the garage to get some work done in there. So it is just so chilly out and overcast. Not a good day to be outside detailing cars, but at least we have the garage that we can pull it in. So let's take a look at this thing. It is looking beautiful. Tires, wheels, they look awesome. All the lower portions of the paint, nice and clean. All the mud and grime and gunk, all cleaned off the paint carefully and protected with the Adams Polishers CS3. Whoa, that is so slick. That is really nice stuff. We really enjoyed using it, so we'll see how it lasts on the paint. We may see this truck again in another couple of months. We usually do with this regular customer, so we'll see how it holds up. I'm not expecting it to really hold up that well, only because I don't know how he maintains it. So we're not seeing it, you know, every couple of weeks or anything to see how it's maintained. So there's no real way to know. So really, this is a good real-world test to see, you know, if it'll be back again in a couple of months and how the protection lasts. I don't necessarily expect it to be beating like crazy when it comes back in 3 or 4 months. That's just the way it is. So, but other than that, I was really impressed with the application and the slickness. Yeah, it's just really, really nice stuff to use. Now, as far as the interior goes, you just saw us use the Jax Wax Total Interior, and then we conditioned it actually with 3D's, I believe it's LVP, it's their leather vinyl plastic conditioner, and that stuff is also really nice. I'll show you what that stuff looks like in just a minute. So we used it on all of the leather and plastics in here, and it looks great. There's no carpets. We just had to wipe all of this down, degrease all of the plastic. So that was pretty easy to do, which is awesome. I love it when trucks have that type of vinyl flooring. All right, so this thing is ready to go. So here are some of the main products that we use today. So the Polaris Snow Foam from Enzo, this is what we use to foam it down and wash it with. And I know, it's considered a snow foam. It's supposed to linger on the vehicle, break down junk and dirt and all that, and then you wash it off. You power wash it off. But I don't like to do that. I feel it's a waste of soap, and I feel it's a waste of water. That's just me. If you want to do it, you go right ahead, and you can explain all your logic away. It doesn't make a difference to me because of my cleaning process in the beginning. When we rinse and APC rinse or degrease all of the panels, that is what cleans the paint. So essentially that's what a snow foam is supposed to do. It's a fancier way of doing it. So if you're using the Super Clean or any other type of all-purpose cleaner or degreaser and you rinse thoroughly, you spray that on, you let it dwell, same type of idea, you're letting it dwell, and then you rinse it off, that's what's breaking down traffic film, road grime, all that stuff that's stuck onto the paint, and you can see how it just blasted it away. So now we're left with cleaner paint and just a thin film of maybe whatever light grime might be on the paint, but no heavy particles to worry about, grinding into the paint or scratching it. That's just nonsense. There's going to be a tiny amount of grit that no matter what you do, any type of contact wash, there's going to be contact on the paint from the softest mitt in the world. Doesn't matter. You're going to be inducing the smallest amount of marring or surface scratching, whatever you want to call it, no matter what. It's contact on the paint. That's just what it is. You may not see it right away, but over time, it builds up and you see it. That's just the name of the game. That's just how you have to deal with paint. Unless you don't want to touch it at all and you just spray it down and never touch it with a towel or a wash mitt or whatever, I don't care. We're going to do what we do because it works and the results are great. So then we used the Adams Polishes CS3. This stuff is a pleasure to use. It's very easy, very slick, goes on the paint with no problem, wipes off. We did use 2 towels, so it does say to use 2 towels to help with wiping off the product. So use 1 towel or applicator to work it in, another towel to wipe it off, but it just flashes away easily and produces high gloss and a super slick surface. So really nice stuff. Paint, plastic, or glass, doesn't matter. You can put it on anything. We put it on the wheels, in fact, and it really, cleaned them up, made them look really nice, and of course, going to add some protection. This isn't going to be a super durable type of product, I'm sure, even though other detailers have put it through some torture tests and it performed really well. But in the real world, under trees and how the customer is going to maintain it, I don't know. They do it themselves until they come back every few months. We'll see. So when it comes to the durability of some products, I can't always tell on customers' cars because I'm not washing them every other week. So that's just the way it is. For the interior, we showed you just a little bit of how we use the total interior from Jack's Wax. So you use it on leather seats, plastic, panels, things like that. No fabric or carpet, but it does have odor encapsulation technology in it, so it will help with odors. So that's a plus. That's really cool. Then you can dress the leather. Oh, I forgot to get that product. And then you can dress the leather with this. So we use 3D LVP conditioner. So this will go on vinyl, plastic, rubber, leather, low sheen, light gloss. So this stuff, depending on how you apply it, you can make it look greasy if you don't wipe it down. But once you work it into the leather or plastic, wipe it down with a towel, it produces a really nice finish. No greasiness, no leftover residue. It's a really awesome finish. And as you saw in the truck on the leather and the plastics, nothing looked greasy or super shiny. It was just a nice satin, natural look finish. So this stuff is really nice. I actually really enjoyed using it. I've had it for a long time. I just forget to use it. So it is good stuff. And then just to touch up on the paint and add some more protection and on the glass, we just had some fun with the AM Detailer's Festive Detailer. So this stuff is cinnamon scented, so cinnamon festive detailer, obviously. And just like their other quick detailer, the yellow stuff, that stuff kind of smells like a fruity banana smell. Again, high gloss, very slick, and the protection can go a month plus, so that's pretty good. So it says it can be used as a spray-on, rinse-off product through the snow foam lance, diluted down 1 part detailer to 3 parts water. That is really interesting. So you can put it in a foam lance just to apply it and then rinse it off, and it bonds to the paint. That's very cool. I just use it like a quick detailer. And on the glass, and it was great. So you can apply this wet or dry, it doesn't matter. So multiple uses with this product. Very cool. I love that. And then just to dress up the tires, we use the Torque Detail tire shine. Now this stuff says high gloss tire. It all depends on how you apply solvent-based dressings. If you just douse it onto the tire and leave it, yeah, it's going to be really high gloss, but it's also going to be super slingy on the paint. It's going to be really bad. It's just a bad look. I don't like it. So with this stuff, even with a solvent-based type of dressing, we spray it on the tire, let it soak in, and then just use either a towel or another foam applicator to knock it down and work it into the rubber and get the top residue off, the top layer, and hopefully the rest of it will just kind of soak into the rubber, into the tire, and look really nice. Solvent dressings do have a place. I don't always use them. I usually just use hyper dressing or another type of water-based dressing. But sometimes it is nice. On huge truck tires, it can be nice because you can just spray it on and then you can work it into all the little knobby areas of the tire. So I like this stuff. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you are interested in any of the products, if you want to try them out or play around with them, I'll have the links down below. If you already have your process and your products dialed in, then I just hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully later on in our channel you'll see a product that you do want to try or you do like. I'll always have the links down below if you want to try them. So if you're enjoying these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Take care.